All right, I got the number loaded up, and we're in Google Hangouts. You boys ready to ring this number? See what happens?
Yep. See what happens.
Let's do this here. Let's see.
I really want this website to go down.
Nothing happened. What the fuck? I entered the goddamn phone number. It wants to run first.
Yeah, you got to wait a while because it goes on by your internet connection.
It's already not connecting to City of Steubenville.
Try again. One.
It's already down.
Yeah, he might have already crushed the whole town, and I can't call. Good job, man. You killed my interview. Damn it, Proton. You're not supposed to do it like that.
I think they're mad because, yeah, it's down.
You know, made them all but hurt.
They but hurt.
Okay. It's trying to ring, it looks like. Maybe. I can't hear it.
Yeah, they definitely but hurt.
Test 1, 2. I'm getting levels. I'm not getting any response on the other end. What's going on here?
Well, if you want, you can use your phone. We'll just, I can mute my mic here.
Hello?
Hello. Is this Sheriff Abdalla?
Yes, it is.
Good afternoon, sir. This is the Mixed Radio Network. This is the Rogue Show out of Tampa, Florida. We got a couple questions if you've got a moment.
Go ahead.
As I understand, during the protest, that there was some violent acts by some of your deputies, and we were wondering what your input was on that.
Well, sir, that's not true, and the entire thing was filmed. So, you know, if
yeah,
that would have happened, it would have been recorded.
We did, right? Exactly.
Pardon?
Yeah, there was the evidence of that. That's why I asked you the question.
What's his opinion on NaziGods?
Yeah, during the call here, I don't know if you can hear or not. We have representatives from the protest.
Go again.
Go ahead, Nazi.
You're breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Well?
Can you hear the other guys? I'm sorry, Sheriff. Now, you also said in an interview to I believe it was Channel 7, that you were going to find these guys and have them arrested. We were wondering if you had any progress in that effort.
I never said anything about having anybody arrested.
Well,
yes, you did.
Yes.
You said that you knew where he lived.
Yeah, you had expressed to the media that you had information of where he lived and that you were going to go after him.
I have information.
Is that right?
Ask him how his website is.
Would you want to share the information with us, maybe?
Not hardly.
Not hardly. Well, that would be public record, would it not?
Not yet, it's not.
Not yet, it's not. I understand.
Could you ask him how his website is?
Yeah, I understand your website's having issues right now.
No, there's no problem with our website.
Are you sure?
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, you might want to check that, Sheriff.
No,
and you might also want to check cityofsteubenville.us.
Yeah, I guess you have a site, www.cityofsteubenville.us. I understand is offline.
Well, I don't know that. I can't answer that. I don't. I'm not involved with the city.
I understand.
And also we took down. What's the website? Just let me find it.
It's hard to understand what an individual's saying.
We've hacked into Steubenville facts.squarespace.com.
Oh wow! Now
what is it?
Facts.squarespace.steubenville. Some shit like that.
You got a site on the Squarespace host of some type.
How's that again now, sir?
So SteubenvilleFacts.squarespace.com. The admin got doxxed.
Yes.
You see, well, I have no idea about City of Steubenville. It's not my concern about Steubenville, whether it's online or not online.
Let's do one more question. One sec.
Let me
find the website.
Let me ask him a question real quick. As I understand, Sheriff, there's another protest scheduled for, I believe it's the 1st of next month. What are you planning? How are you planning to host that event?
I'm not aware of that.
Well,
but as long as there's peaceful, there's not a problem. And they were peaceful yesterday. They were peaceful last week. And I could appreciate the anonymous NySec for encouraging his people to make sure it's peaceful and clean up the garbage after they left, whatever was there. I mean, I respect that for what he did. And as long as they're peaceful, there's not a problem.
Excellent.
So why are you going after him?
Yeah, why are you going after him?
Yeah, well,
The reason I made that statement, whether it's anonymous or not, but anonymous was catching the blame for taking innocent individuals, children's names and ages.
No.
Let me finish
quickly. That was
let me finish.
People who were pretending to be anonymous.
Let me
If you
finish.
look at the follow account, they had like 0 followers.
Let me finish, Proton. Go ahead, sir.
Innocent individuals' names have been posted. Parents have called me, their children, 12, 14, 15, their names have been posted up there. Their ages and home addresses have been posted up there. There's no need for that. I mean, these people were completely innocent of anything, not involved in any of this stuff.
Right.
Again, and my concern has always been, and when we've had protests in the past, anonymous, and I've always said this from day one, I respect what they're doing. I don't have a problem with anonymous. I don't. I had a disagreement with anonymous NaziGods, but I respect him for what he told his people to make sure it's peaceful yesterday. But sometimes you have outsiders that come in and want to agitate and make it look bad on anonymous. That's my concern. That's like the other evening. There were people going door to door. 2 individuals going door to door. It's like 5 or 5:15. It's getting dark with their mask on, knocking on doors, wanting to know where the coach lived. Now, the girl opened the door. She was frightened, 18-year-old girl, so they called 911. Was that anonymous? I don't know. I can't answer that. But they had the mask on, so people will assume it was anonymous.
So why are you threatening the KY Anonymous? Why have you threatened him if he's not encouraging these activities?
I never threatened him at all. I know he can control
you
these
said that you
people
knew where he lived. That's a direct threat.
You like to let me finish or what?
Go ahead. I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah.
If he can control those people, if he could tell those people, don't be putting personal information up there of people that aren't involved with this thing. They want to slam anybody they want. They want to slam me. They've been doing it. That's fine. But don't get putting the children's names up there that are innocent. And I've had calls from on both sides of the river of this going on. Again, is it anonymous? Or is it someone acting as anonymous?
Okay, Sheriff, may he respond now?
Pardon, sir?
May the gentleman respond now?
Let him go.
Okay, thank you.
Right. We were NightSec, who KY Anonymous. He has the biggest follower account of NightSec members, and he said in several tweets that he does not endorse the personal information, posting personal information online of anyone. He said in the video that they would initially release personal information, but the victim. Apparently the victim said that she didn't want this to happen, so that didn't happen, and it's actually been us who have been we posted personal information, but not of anyone that you said, not of any children. We posted personal information of the admin of websites that belong to the police department and the city of Steubenville.
You're broken up. If the moderator there could tell me what you said, because there was noise in the background and you broke up. I couldn't understand everything you said.
Yeah, I had a hard time also, actually. What he's trying to address is that there's several sites that have been taken down that they're proving that have been connected to the city and whatnot. They're turning out to have problems with them.
What sites are we talking about, sir?
Say again.
Jefferson County Sheriff has been down for 29 hours.
Yeah, your Jefferson County Sheriff has been down for 29 hours now. And we were kind of curious if you knew about that.
No, we're down because we shut it down.
Oh, no, that's a lie.
Okay.
Pardon?
Well,
okay. That's not the truth. Well, we booted that offline.
I didn't hear what he said.
They're claiming that they're denying you service on your website, sir.
We shut a site down because we had information that's what I don't know if it's anonymous, but some group out there claiming to be anonymous was going to hack into the sites and shut them down. Now,
we're not anonymous. We're NaziGods. We're not part of Anonymous.
You're anonymous is a misinterpretation. It's not the entire group. There's many different sects and groups and affiliations involved within Anonymous, and I think that might be what's being missed here. The gentleman,
the other individual that's talking there, is he part of Anonymous or is it a different group?
It's a different group. It's right. It's a different group. They call themselves the NaziGods, but they're involved. They're involved in the Operation Steubenville. It's more of a group effort than maybe the picture that you're understanding. Mainly, I think what we're trying to get around to is that, do you realize that what the reaction of the people is actually, Sheriff? I mean, I have had children in the teen years, and I saw this video online of these two boys were carrying this unconscious girl to be raped in a home that was pretty easily identified, and nothing really has happened to anything that I understand. Only two of them have just recently been charged. I mean, I find it hard to believe, sir, that you're not going after these people. As I understand that we're out of Tampa, Florida area. Your state attorney is, as we speak, assigning a special investigator to this case. Are you willing to work with these people and turn over what you know to these people?
Well, let me say this to you, sir. It was our local prosecutor that stepped down once her son's name was mentioned.
Right.
So no one would say there's some type of impropriety.
Okay.
Jefferson County is the one. The prosecutor is the one that requested the Attorney General's office to come in and take over the case. So there is no type of cover-up. And also they requested a new judge to come in. So the request was made, and the Attorney General's office has been in here since August, sir.
Okay.
Since August.
Okay. Well, I'm also, in addition to that problem that was extremely obvious to the whole world, I've got one other problem now. In light of all the data and information that's been released and whatnot and made available, I read there that there was pictures of underage girls found on the coach's computer of this football team. Now, I'm going to assume, sir, that you weren't aware of this, but now being that you are being made aware of this, and I'm sure my friend Proton can make the data available to you, are you willing to investigate this clown?
If there is video of pornographic underage children on anybody's phone, that in itself is a crime, and we will prosecute that. But where is the evidence? As I stated in the beginning, way back when this investigation started, and it's not my investigation, it's Steubenville's investigation.
Right.
But we've encouraged and we've asked people to come forward, and I'm glad I got to speak with somebody. I thought it was going to be an anonymous call me, because a couple of them have called me.
Right.
I would request them to continue to go out there and encourage people. Well, if you have any information, get it to us.
Well, that's kind of.
If you don't trust me, then send it directly to the Attorney General's office. But I beg him, and I'm begging him again today.
Well, can you give us?
Can I speak a moment?
Go ahead, Proton, please.
Yeah. I'm just wondering how come I sent evidence of like chat logs on Twitter direct messages of one of the people who filmed it, bragging about the rape and wishing that he was actually involved, and also pictures of an underage girl that were found in an email. And how come I sent them to the police department and nothing was done?
Well, again, I heard parts of that, Mr. Moderator. Could you tell me what he said?
Yes, sir, Sheriff. What Proton's saying is that he is sent out and retweeted and found from Twitter conversations of these young men that participated in the rape, and those that didn't, that were saying that they wish they did, and we're curious. And he said that he's forwarded.
Is he referring to the video that the boy made joking about this?
I'm referring to a Twitter direct message that we breached in a Twitter account, and we found direct messages of a boy wishing that he was actually involved.
Who said that? Again, I'm having a hard time hearing him, Mr. Moderator.
I understand, sir. It was one of the kids on Twitter were bragging in a Twitter direct message from an account that was compromised, that they thought was private. The gentleman compromised the account and found messages and conversations of the guys admitting that they did it, and then of other young men saying that they wished they had done it.
And we also forwarded pictures of child pornography to your police department, and we didn't even receive a reply. Right,
and also they said from a compromised email account they found pornographic images of underage girls that was also forwarded to the police department.
Well, see, again, if it was sent to the Steubenville Police Department,
Yes, sir.
I have no knowledge of that.
Okay, well, let me ask
No,
you.
I sent it to while the website was on. I sent it to the contact email that's on the website that is now being taken down.
Right. He's saying that he sent it to your office. Let me ask you this, Sheriff. If I can consolidate and package this information that we've got, can you give our listeners your word that you'll follow up on it?
Let me ask you this, and I'm not on Twitter.
No, sir.
And I don't have Facebook.
I understand.
But if whatever you could package, if you could mail to me certified mail where I could sign it, I've received it, and it's in my hands.
Yes, sir, I will.
I will pursue anybody out there that's involved in this case, and Steubenville Police will pursue anybody out there.
Yes, sir.
Any information that you will send me,
I'm
telling you, Ron, any information you send me, I will sign for it that I received it, and I'll turn it immediately over to Steubenville Police, and I'll turn it over to the Attorney General's office.
Well, I assure you that I will get on that project immediately. And
can I ask you a quick question? Is it illegal to compile people's personal information and put it online? If the information is already available online,
he's asking is it illegal to compromise people's personal information that's readily available online?
If it's already online, I don't believe so. But and I don't know about federal law. But the problem is when you put the if it's personal information that's already out there, people have been known to hack into their bank accounts and drain the money out of their bank accounts.
Right.
But if it's something that's been put out there by a group that hasn't ever been posted before, it's a different story. But again, I'm not knowledgeable in all the federal law and what it would entail.
Understand.
So if we potentially might be breaking some sort of law, why is it okay for you to find out someone's personal information and eventually put that online?
Again, he's breaking it. The moderator's going to have to tell me what he said. He's
saying that your office has done less than in the light, maybe acquisitions of information, and then you guys were allegedly had exposed some people's personal information in this whole thing. Is that true?
Repeat that again, now.
Did your office reveal personal information about some people involved in this?
Absolutely not. No.
Okay.
I didn't know who the people were involved because I wasn't investigating the case. The Steubenville Police Department was investigating the case.
So how come you gave a direct threat to KY Anonymous that you was gonna find and expose him?
Yeah.
I didn't say about exposing him.
You said that you knew where he lived, his name, his address, his brother's name.
I believe I do
his
know
mum
who
and
he
his
is,
dad.
and I believe I do know his address.
Okay. Now,
so that if someone wishes to be anonymous and you wish to take that anonymity away, then surely that's a hypocrite of what we're doing.
I can't hear what he said.
They're just saying that being that you're trying to remove the anonymous from the anonymous, that's a problem. It's.
Well, I'm not trying to do again. I'm not opposed to Anonymous.
Okay.
Anonymous, I know, has done good, and I supported their cause here in Jefferson County. If they felt there's an injustice, that's their right to do it. My only problem is when you put innocent people's names out there, when you go through the neighborhood with masks on, scaring people. I have a problem with that, and what I'm asking Anonymous NightSec is to encourage his people not to do that.
Well,
but I know he doesn't have control.
Right,
I know
right.
Some people are going to take advantage and saying they're anonymous when in fact they're really not. But if the true anonymous
there is no true anonymous
to anonymous NightSec.
Well, I can.
There is no true anonymous.
Yeah, anonymous is more of an idea than a group, and that's kind of the problem with what you're saying is I can assure you that the people that I've had the pleasure of interacting with within the idea are not the type of people that would go from home to home. At all.
Well, that's what troubles me.
Right.
But what I'm asking is NightSec, who his followers will listen to him.
Yes, sir.
To encourage those people, if it's them going through the neighborhood, tell them to cease and desist.
No, I assure you that he will, and I'm quite sure that they're listening. And if not,
what I'd like to know though is that if you believe that KY Anonymous from NightSec is saying we don't want anyone's personal information online. We are not agreeing with these. He's uploaded several screenshots of phony accounts of people who have set accounts up and then not followed the general idea. Then why have you threatened KY Anonymous if he's complying with what you've said?
I get, and I don't want to comment on something I can't hardly hear what he's saying, and I'm missing some of it.
Well, he mainly he's saying is why why are you what's coming across is what you're doing, sir, is that you're threatening KY Anonymous's anonymity and freedom is what they're concerned about. And that.
KY said several times that he does not endorse the release of personal information, and then now you're targeting him for not releasing information. So that's
right.
basically saying, if I'm going to get in trouble for not releasing someone's information, then won't I get in trouble for releasing it?
Yeah, I mean, from what they're saying, Sheriff, is that they're not claiming that they did what you're claiming that they did. Okay, and mainly is that they're wanting it to stop. As far as they don't want to be threatened with their freedom and whatnot. I can kind of appreciate that.
I'm not going to threaten anybody with their freedom. People could say what they want to say, and they have a right to say what they want to say. A lot of the information out there is just false and misleading, is what I'm saying.
I can appreciate that.
And I respect what NightSex encourages people not to do yesterday.
Right.
And like he said, I was there.
So why did you threaten them?
There was one individual
law-abiding citizens. Why did you threaten them?
Well, let me get to the root of the question, Sheriff, if I may. Did you or did you not threaten these guys? Is what they're saying. And if you didn't, by all means, clarify now that you did not threaten them, and maybe we can work through this because
if they took it as a threat that I want to go and see who this gentleman is because of putting personal information of people up there, innocent children's names up there, yes.
But he did.
I want to know who he is.
Okay. He did not. Okay, but stop going. That's doing my head in. Sure, God's sake. Yeah, if he directly said to people on his follower stream, do not release personal information. And he's put that out in several tweets. So why target him if he has said we're not doing it? I'll have you know it was us that put the docs out on you. So come for me. Come on.
Again, I can't listen. I can't hear everything he's saying.
Yeah, he's saying that you've openly accused KY Anonymous of being the one that's done it, and he's basically just admitted that it was him.
Well, if it's him, then I don't blame Anonymous then. If it's him.
Okay.
Let me say something now. If it's him, will he listen to NightSex if NightSex tells him knock it off?
No, follow me on Twitter, or get someone in the staff room to follow me on NaziGods.
He's inviting you to follow his Twitter account, Sheriff, please, at NaziGods, at NaziGods, and
you'll see the docs that we released on the admins of your websites and you as well.
And he will show you the data that he's talking about right now. If you'll follow that Twitter account, maybe have one of your assistants do that for you. And you'll see some of the data in question. But also now, I assure you, I'll put forth a huge effort. We'll get all this data together for you in print, and I will forward it to you certified, sir.
Okay, now you made me promise that I would take some action. Absolutely. I'm going to ask you, will you promise me that you're going to send any and all information involved that may involve other individuals that could and should be arrested?
Yes, sir. Anything that's forwarded to me, sir, I assure you right now, with all the listeners as my witnesses, anything that's given to me, I will send to you.
It's got to be evidence that we could take to a prosecutor. It's got to be evidence we can get a conviction, not hearsay.
I understand. I am more than willing to work with you to make sure that I forward the information in the proper way.
Make sure you send it to me certified mail.
Yes, sir. Whatever I need to do.
You have my address there.
I'll sure. Yeah, we have everything for you, and I'll get with you at a later time, and we'll organize all this, Sheriff.
All right, and I appreciate the questions from, is it NaziGods? I appreciate the questions from him.
Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate you talking to us. We didn't expect that you would, honestly. We're not going to lie, but we appreciate that you did, and I'm a man of my word, and all those that associate with us are also men of our word, so we will get back to you, sir.
I appreciate it.
Sir, you have a great day.
You too.
Great day, sir.
Bye-bye now.
Would that have been an awkward moment to tell him I just broke into his PayPal?
Oh, wow.